Hey everybody, Brenda here. How are you all doing this lovely weekend with a inch or two of snow out there here in Ohio? I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. And I am here today to do, if I'm not mistaken, week 10 of the Inspired Art Weekly Challenge brought by Mixed Media Minnesota. And today's challenge, I was inspired by Ceri the Crafter. I will link his link below and Mixed Media Minnesota's link below. So let's get started. First thing we are going to do is, I have some distress ink here. And I am going to start with Vintage Photo. And do a little rub on my glass table here, and do a little squirting of plain water. And I am going to grab some index cards, line on one side, plain on the other, and just start right in, mushing them into the ink here. Oops, get a little bit more. Squirt and mush. Squirt and mush. And I've got a little place down here that I am throwing them onto. I like to start with a brown, and then I like to let dry in between the inks. I like to let them dry. So I'm still using the Vintage Photo. Grabbing an index card. Of course, you can use any size index card or watercolor paper or whatever you wish as your base. Okay. I'm going to do one more with the brown, and then we will change color. Got a little string on that one. Okay, with my wipe up rag. Well, I should say cloth. This cloth that I use are like tea towels from Amazon, and I love these for wipe ups. And then of course I save them and use them in my crafts. Love them. Okay, so now we are switching to Wild Honey Distress Ink, changing colors. Got that, a little bit of a squirt. Grabbing the driest one, or the first one that I did, and giving it a swish mush. Like so. A little more ink. A little more water. Next one. These seem to dry really fast when you're doing your smushing after you smush. It's kind of difficult at times to get the corners. A little more Distress ink, water, smushing the next one. And we have 2 more to do on the honey, wild honey. I like that wild honey color with the brown. Very pretty. Just a little bit more before I lay down the last one. Okay. There's that. Wiping up this. Okay, now I am going to switch to, I think now, let's see, I've got basically my base coat down. Now I think I will switch to a little pop of color. So we will try some broken china. Sometimes if it's not very cooperative, I will squirt the ink pad, and that makes it a little more available to me. So I'm grabbing the first one that we did, and I'm going to pop it down for a pop of color. And I like to try to get the sides of the card, but if it's, you know, something that you miss or whatever, I just go with a, when I distress it, I try to get all the white with distress ink if it's being uncooperative. So I want a little more of the blue. And pop it down, trying to get some of the edges. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I lost count. Okay, let's try a different color. Let's go with some worn lipstick, and I will give that a little squirt. Some water, and I have the next one here. Put that down and give it a smush. Try to get some of the corners here. There we go. And let's do another one with the red, or what is it, worn lipstick. And smush. Okay. And let's switch and do a little bit of, well, first let me wipe this down. And let's do a little bit of crushed olive. It's kind of a pretty color. And we have well, that doesn't give much of a pop of color. So I am going to do the other one, and then I'm going to get something else for a pop of color, because that doesn't really pop for me. But I do like it mixed with the I like it mixed with the Vintage Photo and the Wild Honey. I like that, but it doesn't pop enough for me. So let me wipe this down. And let me see if we can come up with another color that may pop. I have a, what is it? Dusty Concord, but I don't know how it will come out, so we can give it a try. The rest are not really color pops, so let's give this a try and see what happens. This is Dusty Concord. See if it will give us a pop of color. Well, no, I don't really. It looks more, comes out more like a muddy look to it, so I really don't care for that one. So I'm going to wipe it up with a clean card, and I can use this later. It has like a muddy look to it for some reason, so this will just be a wipe up card. And I want to I guess because I like the blue and the I like the blue and the pink. So let's try this. I mean, it is another blue, but it's a lighter blue. This is, oh, I'm sorry, this is Faded Jeans. I don't know how that's going to look, but we'll see if it has any pop to it. Not really. I mean, it does show through a little, but I would say that the worn lipstick and the broken china are the best for a pop of color that I have. I mean, you guys might have like a whole slew of different inks to use. So let's see, I'll use the blue one more time for the last one. I can't remember any of Ceri's colors that he used. So, of course, I probably wouldn't have them anyway. So I'm going to finish up with the blue that mostly turns to green. So there we go. Okay, so we have all our index cards colored. So next, I am going to line them up on my tray here. I like the colors that they came out with. Not quite sure about a couple of them, but they will do. I do like this one that came out like that. Okay. So now what I am going to do is I've got my little tray here, and I've got some black acrylic. So I am going to put a little bit of black acrylic paint and squirt quite a bit of water in with it. And I'm just going to put this over, maybe I can do it over here, put it over to the side. And got a little stir stick here that I use. Stir this. Mixing it very liquidy. I want it very, very liquid. Okay. Now I have a little paintbrush here. I am going to dip it, and I'm dipping it into the liquid black. And I find if I do it first, give it a little tap first. There we go. That's more like it. The little dots, the splatters, they come out a little smaller for me if I get that first little splatter on the tray or wherever you want to put it at. There we go. Okay. See, I splattered on the tray first, and that way afterwards my little splatters are not so, I don't like the big clumps of black splatter, if you understand what I mean. If the first one that splatters off the brush is usually huge. Okay, so we are going to set this aside to dry. I like how those turned out. And we will get rid of this. Get rid of this for now and let those dry. And the next step that I would do after those are all dry, oh, you know what we did forget to do? Let me tell you, before, I forgot this, but I will tell you, before you splatter it, we want to go along with our little script And I like to, let's see if I have one right. Oh, I know. I can do it on this one. I'll do it on my wipe off one. Before we splatter the ink, the black paint, we need to, I got to get a paper for underneath. We need to take our script or whatever you prefer to use on your for stamping. We need to stamp some script on, and then you splatter with the black ink, not black ink, but black acrylic paint, or whatever you use that you want to splatter with, whatever color or however you want to do it. But yes, we need to splatter. I mean, we need to stamp there. We need to stamp before we do the splattering. So that's that. And get rid of that. And after the stamping and after the splattering, I would do my sewing. So I have some here that are already, see how big some of the splatters are? I don't like them that big. But anyway, what I did was I have sewn around these, and I did like a crazy stitch around them. Okay. So after that, what I am going to do is choose one, and I have some little, these came from Took's Craft Table, and these are little ATC cards. They're called Painted Floral ATC cards, and these came, like I said, from Took's Craft Table. So I am going to ink up. I love these cards. Thank you, Ceri, for giving the little tutorial on the these index cards. Number one, I never know what colors to use that don't turn into mud, but these I think came out lovely. So I am going to put this down. On the card. Right about here. Okay. And then we have our little clusters that we made the other day. And just show you a couple of them. Let's see, I'm trying to figure out what would look good with these colors. We've got couple of butterflies. So I think I will choose, let's see, I think I like this one for this card. So I am going to put some glue on the back of this. And I am going to put this right up in the corner. I like the little purple goes with the purple, and of course the orange goes with the butterfly. So I'm going to put that right there. And of course we need a word of some kind. How would that be? Keep going. That seems okay to me. And I've got a little piece of fabric here for the background. So let me ink this around. And get some glue. And I'm going to put this right down on the fabric. And cut a little piece off, like so. Just trying to ravel the ends here. Grab some glue. Oh, I'm using Eileen's tacky glue, and I am going to put the word right about here. And then I will ink right along and get the white while I'm inking. And there you have your little journaling card, just like that. Shall we do one more? I think I would also probably, if I could get one real quick, I would probably also put, now looking for some scrap paper. That would be nice to use. Let's try this one. Okay, to finish it off, what I would probably do is put a little, and you can decide where you'd want to put it, but I would put a little tag. In this case, a whale tail. I would probably put it right about there. Okay, so I would put a whale tail or any other kind of tag at the top, and then I would sew right across to finish off my card. Okay, so there's that one. Let's do another. We have our card here. We have our, and I'm choosing this one because the pink and the pink go well together. So let me distress. Also love these little ATC cards. Very fun to decorate with. So we are going to put this down. And it's so nice to be able to use what you made a couple days ago. So I like that. And then I think I will choose this one because it does have some pink. And glue this down. Right in the corner here. Love it. And we need a little word I don't know if I like that because it's kind of whitish. Let's see what we have in here. I don't know. That's kind of white too, but I think that shows up just a little better. So let's put this down. On our fabric. Give it a little more personality. Putting some substance behind it. My fabric's a little wrinkly. There we go. Give that a cut. And I am going to just rub very lightly over the letters. Tone down that white just a little. And put the word right about here. And there we have our second one. Well, let me, of course, distress around. Get that white. Need to tone down that white. And there you have it. Two beautiful little journaling cards from start to finish. I'll just put these up here. So Ceri, thank you very much for your inspiration. These were very fun to make. And thank you all for joining in. And I will, like I said, share the links below. And we will let you go for this weekend. Look at me, I'm a mess. You guys have a safe weekend. Stay safe and healthy, not stafey. And if you have not subscribed to my channel and you're new, please do so and hit that little bell. Leave me a comment, and future videos will show up for you, will pop up. Other than that, you guys have a wonderful, happy crafting weekend, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.